Matthew's chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kwakadash, Tawadi, Hashem, Yahushua, forgiving the apostles and the elders, right? Millstone, deserve them, honest, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word in sincerity and truth, being faith-based, being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come, race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip was the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soil of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of Lord, definitely the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. I will desire the Lord take the course of this video, just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all of the filthy customs they have taken upon. Right now, the time is 3:46 a.m. Monday, January 12th, 2026, the year of apostasy, agents and sellouts, and Jacob's trouble. I was watching the Elder Brother video, Texas, and something caught my eye, and I decided to put this video together. I don't know, I'm just gonna throw out titles and stuff as I go along. Let's read this again. Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciple, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So we have to take up our cross and follow Yahushua. Let's see what other verses I can get here. One is coming to my mind right now of what Paul said. Be followers of me, Bible verse, King James Version. Yahushua. Paul followed Yahushua, and he met Yahushua face to face. Very powerful moment for him. Very, very, very powerful. Because can you imagine that you was doing all these things contrary to Yahushua, right? And here come a light from the heavens and tell you that you're doing everything wrong, and you thought you was doing everything right. Can you imagine that? And that's Paul. Because when you read the scriptures, it tells you that Paul was killing the followers of Hamashiach. Right? So, and he got, how did that verse go? Saul, why prosecute me? Bible verse, King James Version, Acts. I think that's it. I ain't read this in a while. Yeah. I want to see this. Just things that were in my mind, so Salah can bear with me. Let's see what this says, because I remember Yahushua came to Paul personally, and made him his apostle, sent him on the mission, and after that, Paul was when Yahushua came to Paul, it was no because he knew everything else. He was a student of the Sadducees and Pharisees. He was under Gamaliel, and he taught. He was the smartest out of all of them because he went to school for it. The disciples didn't go to school for it. They learned under Yahushua, the super priest, the super duper priest of the ministry, the head, you know, of the ministry. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, the reason I'm doing this video because I was half asleep, half woke, right, and I'm watching a video. I woke up to this part, and I was like, "What?" So I screenshotted it from my other phone. It was something about Isaac, right, bearing the wood, carrying his wood to his sacrifice, and it was symbolic to Yahushua bearing his cross, his wood to the sacrifice because it was wood. He bear the cross, carried it. Isaac carried the wood to his sacrifice. So it was very symbolic. And we all know reincarnation exists, so we know in the spirit that Yahushua, Isaac is Yahushua. And we don't know who we are. I don't know who I am back down to what I was doing. I had if I would say now, from all the times I used to always had something to say about anything negative going on, I potentially could have been a preacher, Al-Ratazah, or man, the Lord, someone that, contribute to the ministry, or them 70 souls or the 500. Al-Ratazah was part of that calling back then. A lot of us fell to the wayside. Such things, how it went, because they stopped following Yahushua. But as you read the scriptures, the ministry is clear that we have to bear our cross. And another thing, this is why it couldn't have been year 2000, because the year 2000 I was a worldly motherfucker. Okay. And I don't know how old anybody was in the year 2000, but I was worldly. Hold on, let me see. Stand by. Yeah. So I definitely was worldly back then in the year 2000. I was about 24. And I was out and about. I don't know. I probably was working, getting caught in all types of mess. And it was a mess in year 2000, but that could have been the year of the of salvation, right? So I brought this out that this salvation comes soon, then later. Right? So let's go here real quick. So Yahushua came to Paul personally, and Yahushua sent his men through the Spirit to help wake up, fishes of men, and get out there and on the highways and hedges and to tell the men to do what they call them. And that's what's happening right now. Right? This holy calling. Oh, let's get that real fast. Holy calling, Bible verse, King James Version. Um, 2 Timothy chapter 9, verse 1. Who has called us? Now, who has saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our work, but according to his own purpose. And that's where it's at. And grace, which was given us in Hamashiach, Yahushua, before the world began. And that's where it's at, man. So before we put in these bodies, before we was born into these bodies, the spirit coming down out of the spirit world through the man into the woman. And we here, we born, we don't remember, we grow up, and then we be brought back into remembrance. Every time it's a cycle. This, I truly believe, is the last cycle of dying, and coming back. Because this time, we're going to live forever. This is going to be dynamic. Man, the thoughts that's running through my mind right now. Suck. It's going to be phenomenal. Because we're going to live forever. We're never going to die. We're never going to lose another thought. Because that's what's at, to remember all the things that we was taught back then, before the world began. And we was called to do this mission. So, and which is broken down lovely. We helped build the world before the world began. The galaxies, all the things you see out there in outer space, the telescopes. I was watching the other day. They were zoomed in. It looked so bright, like a star, right? This bright, shiny. When you get zoom in, it's round. All the planets out there are circular. So everything is accurate, man. It's just that these damn elites and whoever is trying to keep us from knowing who our true power is going to pay for that severely and dearly. Severely and dearly, you're gonna pay for that, bro. But right now, we got to the point where, did we know we were gonna be winning? Did we know we were gonna have it? I know I didn't. But we were brought back into remembrance, though we once knew this. Let's get that real quick. All right. Brought back into remembrance. Bible verse, King James Version. Slovakia, I know. It's not it. I know it's Jude. I'm gonna keep that one. I just saw a good one. Though you once knew this, Bible verse, King James Version. I know it's Jude. I just can't remember. There you go. See? I know it's Jude. Jude chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. I truly believe it. Because it's accurate, bro. Like, Paul had to be someone back then. Like, because he got the majority of the books, in the New Testament, and he was getting down. Everybody had said his teaching was it was heavy, go to the point. But I truly believe he's back. He's breaking it down to us. That's what I truly believe. You know what I mean? I truly believe he broke down the scriptures to us. You know, in the spirit, he's bearing his cross. He's back at 100% bearing his cross. Wow. And I remember hearing that way back. I say 2009, 2008. Maybe, I think soon I can name the brother who said it, but he's an elder brother. And when I heard it, I said, that was like a eureka when I heard it in the spirit. This is such and such, such and such. I was like, whoa, I believed quick. So, in the spirit, let's read this again. Jude chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroying them that believe not. And that's the part too. He's going to destroy those who believe not. Okay? And there's a lot of disbelievers. You know? And it's going to be phenomenal when we see all these things happen. And you're going to be looking all, don't keep that same energy. You know, keep the same energy and don't change it up. And you spies, come on out. Fuck your shit. You got your bag, right? Living it up, eating all types of gourmet dinners, ordering the best DoorDash ever. Because you got to show yourself. Because that's the way it is. Because the spies show themselves back then. Yeah, I was trying to know who they was. Salaki. I'm all over the place. All right, so let's go back to this real fast. We have Yahweh El Shah's purpose, and that's where he's at. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 9. Who has saved us and called us with a holy calling, not